Hey everybody, no green screen. I need to get away from that for a while. So we have the unboxing for my new Cyber Power PC today. You can see it. Protective padding. Alright. First of all, my motherboard. They give you the box. It's already in the PC itself, obviously. They give you the box. It has all your extra parts, all your manuals, all that wonderful things. Including the free mouse that they give you. Alright, here is the keyboard I purchased special. It's the Razer. I'm going to take out the packaging now. It's the Razer Blackwidow Ultimate. Here's my mechanical keyboard. It's backlit and it's also a mechanical keyboard. Alright, so here's the actual computer itself. It's got some pretty awesome art on there. It's the X Trooper, or Trooper X, depending on how you want to read the logo. Pop this out. I want to be very careful, obviously, when you're cutting the tape. You don't want to cut too deep. You just never know what's right below your PC, or what's right below the cardboard. Like in this case, my case is literally right underneath that. And if I've learned anything from all the videos I've already seen online before, and that is how it's done. It's upside down. Alright, and here we go. So just in case for anyone out there that would go right into plugging this thing in, starting to fire it up, it's kind of important to read. For more secure packaging, they filled this thing with extra packaging. So if you turn it on, you're gonna. I'm not entirely sure what this is, but if it's like foam or something, you're probably gonna damage fans and make it overheat pretty quickly. Also on the sheet, it gives you a nice step-by-step guide of how to take your case apart to get on the inside, so that's pretty nice. Out. Well, that'll be the back where I can't get any of the packing material. But there's the back of the motherboard. Back of the motherboard, back of the case. You can see they did a pretty good job with cable management. It's pretty nicely all throughout the back. Zip-tied. Very nicely done on their part. There we go. Also be careful if you have your fan on your case, make sure you don't rip out the panel because it is plugged in. So I'm trying to figure out how to get this out. It's pretty bizarre, but I guess if it helps, that's nice. There we go. Let's turn the case now. Here we can see the inside of my new PC. Before you start, poking around, make sure you discharge your static electricity. You got your GTX 560 Ti graphics card. I'm trying to just kind of look around real. I got the 8 GB of RAM. There are two 4 GB sticks. We have the, I think it's Asetek, pronounced something like that. The water cooling, radiator on the back, all that wonderful things. The power supply on this PC is on the bottom. But like I said, they did a wonderful job with cable management. Everything is very nicely tied down. The processor underneath the water cooling is the Intel i7. It's the 2nd generation Intel series, the 2600. On the bottom here we have a 1 TB hard drive, which I don't think you can really see, but that's right here. And you have all your drive bays here. So yeah, that is my PC, so now let's set it up over there, and let's go screw around with it. So finally, after about an hour trying to find an HDMI to mini HDMI, we finally got the system up and running. It started up beautifully. It allows you, in case you're worried, it allows you to, set up your computer, your time, your password, your username, computer name, all that. Lets you do that without a problem. It's for me, it worked like a charm. Whenever you get your PC and it asks for your product key for Windows, don't panic. For me, it was right there on the side of the case. It took me a few minutes to try and figure out where it was. I went looking through all my manuals and such. But finally, there it is. Now when you first get your computer, you're going to want to, start doing things with it. I do recommend a few things you should do first. First of all, you want to update all of your drivers, and then you want to update all of your Windows updates. You want to download all of those. Then you want to make sure you have your right Windows, security, some type of antivirus. I recommend Microsoft Security Essentials. 1, it's free. 2, it's good. So it's good to have. At that point, once you have all your drivers updated, all of Windows updates installed, and you have an antivirus, that's when I recommend you start, doing whatever the hell you do on a computer. My last bit of advice is once you install all of your core programs, so those that you're going to use on a day-to-day basis, those important ones that you're going to use, make a system image so that if anything happens during the life of your computer, you can go back to today and you'll have everything that you need and everything that you use on a daily basis. So I hope you enjoyed this video and found it somewhat helpful and informative. If you're looking for what my computer actually is made of, I put the full invoice down in the description below. So please like, comment, and subscribe and all that wonderful things. So thanks again. Later.